Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to my channel, to my coffee time today, and I'm here to talk to you about Ready or Not.
It's coffee time.
I was really intrigued about this movie and I ended up watching it finally. It took me a little bit because not all horror movies are released in original version where I live, so sometimes it depends on me being able to go to the Netherlands to watch it. And the same day that I watched Terminator Dark Fate, this movie was running after it, so I decided to make a double feature that day, and I am so glad that I checked it out because this movie was fantastic. This is a 2019 black comedy horror movie, and I already loved the premise of the story when going into it, and I loved the trailer and what we could see, so I was really intrigued to see what they would do with such a story. And having a movie based mostly in one place, which is the mansion that we get to see on the trailer. So I was really excited to see how they would utilize this place for the movie, and I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. The cast in this movie is amazing. Andy Brody was fantastic. We have Andy McDowell, and we have Samara Weaving that has here the main role as the newlywed. We already saw her in The Babysitter, and I have to say I really like her in this kind of movies, but I'll also be curious to see what she does apart from this kind of horror comedy movies. So in this film, Samara Weaving's character is a newlywed. She has just married into this rich family, and the family has created their business around games, like typical board games, and this has been going on for generations. So in their wedding night, her new husband tells her that it is tradition that at midnight they play a game, and basically all she has to do is draw a card, and from all the cards, each card represents a game that they will then play at midnight. And so obviously she draws the only card that she was not supposed to, and it is to play a game of hide and seek, but not the typical children's game. In this case, she needs to hide and everybody else is going to hunt her down with weapons to actually truly kill her in a family ritual. So when I heard this was the premise of the story and I watched the trailer, I was like, heck yeah. I was just a little bit worried because this was supposed to be a comedy, and horror comedies are something that I don't always truly enjoy, but this one was really funny and all the jokes really landed and it was fantastic. Samara Weaving already did a great job with The Babysitter. It was not one of my favorite movies, but it was better than I expected, and it's getting, I believe, a sequel on Netflix as well. And her character was one of the most complex ones because she had a kind of evolution throughout the movie. At the beginning we see her as this nervous newlywed, and then she starts to understand what the game is about, and then she starts to toughen up if she wants to survive. And I thought that her acting and the way that she expressed emotions throughout the movie, and the way she got her character to evolve throughout the movie in such a fast pace was fantastic. But in the cast we also found Andy McDowell that I thought did such a great job, and one of my favorite characters was Adam Brody. I think his character was so much fun, and the only one that was like super down to earth, believable, and kind of super honest with everybody, and I really loved him. And also the father of the family, I think he was one of my favorite ones because the way that he portrayed hysteria and losing his marbles, and I thought he was so funny and I absolutely loved him. Such a good performance. Things that I loved about this movie is how they could just land a major joke and then just keep going with the action and the tension and not lose that kind of tension in the audience. I thought that was brilliant, and all the different characters they were like developed in such a way that you thought you knew this family, and it was done so wonderfully. The movie just keeps entertaining you, making you laugh, making you grossed out about something that happened, and it never loses some of the main plot, which is basically this family dynamic and all the different family members. And it was just such a good exploration of family and characters. I thought it was really fresh and original in a lot of ways, and I loved the mansion that they used to shoot this movie. I think the scenery and the colors were fantastic. I think they did such a great job not to become boring and repetitive when you are doing most of the movie in this mansion. The only things I did not like, if I have to mention any, is that because there were so many characters and because the action starts after the first like 15 minutes of the movie, I don't think we got a really good like character development for all of them, which is a pity because it would have been great to see a little bit more of each of them because they were really interesting characters. And the other thing that I did not like that much is that towards the end there are some characters that took some decisions that felt a little bit weird, like not fitting, like you would maybe not believe that character would have made that decision really. So that was kind of like a little bit contradictory for me. There was specifically one character that made a decision that I just don't think it really fit with the rest of what we saw from his character. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5 out of 10 because I thought it was entertaining. I loved the deaths. I love the family dynamic, the different colorful characters that we got, and it was just a lot of fun to watch. And they kept a lot of the things realistic when it comes of trying to escape. And I just felt like, even though it's such an abstract concept, but it felt realistic in a way. You know, it felt like this could happen in any rich family anywhere. So I really love this movie, and I would recommend it to anybody that loves comedy horror movies for sure. Alright you guys, so this was my spoiler-free movie review of Ready or Not, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know down below which is your favorite horror movie that has comedy in it. Let me know, I will be interested to know. Thanks so much for watching. Please give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also remember, if you're new here, to hit the notification bell if you do have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and would like to follow me there as well. The links to my social media can be found in the description box down below, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!